Hey everyone, Bo here with another painting, and we're looking at this fan art piece of The Last of Us. And I kind of pulled this up because I felt like I've never really done something with more than one character when it comes to fan art, so I wanted to see if I could pull this off. So I'm going to talk about my mentality behind it. The first thing you want to think about doing is establishing your background. With any painting, that's how it's going to be, and that's based off of traditional methods. So start with your background and build it up. You can get really excited to paint a character and think, hey, I can get the background later. But no, at least lay down a flat color. We have the blue sky and the greens there, so at least lay those down. And then later on, maybe you can come back and do some details, but you want to make sure you establish those first. It really helps with the composition. Now, when it comes to painting the actual characters, if you notice something, I take the darkest color usually. Like so with Ellie here, I take the darkest red and I start painting in her shirt. And then I take the darkest skin tone available and I start painting the shape of her face. And then that way later, all that's left are just highlights, right? So it's like blocking in shapes with dark values and going back and hitting them with highlights and erasing the parts that I don't need. You can see there I also opt to use the liquify tool. So if you go to filter, there's a liquify option and you can move skin around or your paint strokes around, and it's quite helpful for little touch-ups whenever you feel like you have something pretty close but need just that little bit of adjustment. Okay, so around here I start tackling the rifle and decide pretty early on that trying to draw a straight line isn't really going to work out for me, so I end up just using the lasso tool, and I highly recommend lasso tool for weapons, straight lines, things like that. It just makes life a lot easier. You just color it in, right? I draw the shed in the barn just to kind of get something back there, and later on I take them away because I don't think it's really serving my picture any purpose. So one thing I want to point out is the likeness of my characters in comparison to the reference. There's a resemblance, but it's not really exactly the same. I think the mouth on Ellie is bigger on the reference. I have a little bit of trouble with Joel here. You'll see me fight his head and completely erase it here in a minute. But about that, so I've been networking with a lot of industry artists lately, and I kind of keep hearing the same thing, and it's, who cares about the likeness? As long as when you're doing a fan art piece, you can tell that it's, from The Last of Us or Legend of Zelda or Mega Man, whatever it is, that's fine. Take the reference away and show my picture to anybody, and a gamer's going to tell you that this is from The Last of Us. So, in the concept art industry, they're more concerned about clothing, armor, weapons than resembling the character. If you want to see something really interesting, look at some old concept art pieces from, the original Star Wars trilogy. And it looks like shit. All the art was really bad. It was just very vague drawings just to get the clothing across. So you'll have to go Google that if you have never seen that before. It's pretty interesting. And the last thing I really want to touch up on is I've been thinking a lot about art lately, right? Well, I think that goes without saying. So what I've been thinking about is the immense pressure that can build up behind an artist trying to excel and get better. We have the internet this day and age, and everybody can upload, everything from your cell phone or laptop or whatever. And it just makes everybody think, oh my God, I can't wait to get, as good as this person or that person. And I think that while we have that sense of urgency, that's a good thing. We also lose track of why we're drawing art. It's because we're passionate about it and we love it. And it's fun. I was talking to somebody a few weeks ago, and they do anatomy studies and proportion studies every day. They're doing like a year-long challenge where they upload something every day. Anyway, so he said, I can't wait till I'm done with this anatomy stuff because I'm kind of getting bored with it and I'm tired of doing it. I want to do some original stuff. I said, well, man, do it. Who the hell cares? Listen, if you're studying characters and you want to be a character designer, yes, you need to know some anatomy, okay? You can't put somebody's nose down at their chin, okay? But You can also study these things as you go along. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm not going to spend, a lot of time, 2 years, just drawing biceps over and over and over. You can't lose track of what your passion is all about. And you're passionate about art because you have fun with it, okay? Because you love to draw. So make sure you're drawing something and find something and study something that you love to draw, okay? Sometimes studying just sucks, okay? I get that. And you're going to have to study and it's going to suck. But give yourself a break and have some fun. That's why you're seeing all these video game things that I do lately. It's just a lot of fun to me, and I'm learning some new stuff. So anyway, check out my Patreon, and thank you for joining in. My Patreon starts at $1 a month. Okay, you can come join my Discord chat with all my lovely people and get kick-ass at art, okay? And go have fun, and then study how to draw skulls, okay? Alright, until next time, thanks for tuning in.